Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Shallow Water Summer Baseball. It's happy Sunday morning to everybody out there. We're live here from Littlefield, Texas. Mustangs will be the home team today. They'll be playing 17 Strikes baseball will be the visiting team today. Not real sure where they're from. We'll try to get that here in just a little bit. Beautiful Sunday morning here in Littlefield. This area has been hit hard lately with a lot of bad storms, so nice to see a beautiful sunny morning. Hopefully it'll stay that way today. We're calling for bad weather this evening once again. So Mustangs will play two games today, one at 11:15 here and the other one at 1:30. So I think they'll take about a 30-minute break in between games, and then we'll start the next one. Nice to have everybody here with us once again. Mustangs are one win, one tie in the weekend so far. Won the first game 11-10, and then tied the second game 5-5 yesterday. Manny Mitchell will be on the mound for us today. Manny, this will be his first appearance so far this weekend. Jared Behill will be catching behind the plate. First base will be Bryce Cooper. Drake Cole will start at second base. Maddox McDonald will be at short. Gavin Guardo will be at third. Cash McCready looks like he's going to be at right field. Connor Shires in center field, and Connor Loafman in left field. Mustangs are coached by Russell Jepcott, Dustin McDonald, and Lance Mitchell. Warm-up pitches are in. Mustangs take the field, and here comes batter number one. Right-handed hitter here for 17 strikes. Calls play ball. First pitch comes in, high and outside for ball one. Manning junior right-hander stands on the mound. Comes the second pitch. Strike right down the middle. Good pitch right down the middle there. Little bit of a breeze this morning. Cool breeze. Pitch is right down the middle. Fastball fouled late to the right side. Make the count 1-2. Looks like the breeze is blowing in from third base to first base, so left to right on the screen. Here's the pitch. Looks like a curveball. Ground ball to the second base. Drake picks it up, fires it to Bryce, and that's the first out of the inning. The Mustangs throw it around. So good pitch in there by Manning. Gets him to ground out on a breaking ball. One out for the Mustangs. Top of the first inning, 0-0. Second batter steps in here. Right-handed hitter. Starts him out with a curveball right over the middle of the plate. Breaks over for strike one. Good pitch. Manning looks good so far. Nice and comfortable on the mound. Second pitch is right down the middle. Skied way up, way up. Maddox is going to call for it. He's going to step over and make the catch. So 2 up, 2 down for the Mustangs. Six pitches, 2 outs. It's exactly how you want it to go. Third batter here steps in for 17 strikes. Big, tall right-hander. Number 7. First pitch looked like on the outside corner, but calls it a ball. Like a changeup there. That pitch is fouled to Bryce. He's going to dive for it. Oh, and just barely out of his reach. Good try by Bryce there. That ball was softly a little liner over there. Foul territory. Bryce takes 6 or 7 steps and dives for it. Just out of the camera's reach, but just barely off the tip of his glove. Next pitch is inside for a ball. Makes the count 2-1. 2 outs. The pitch is going to be grounded to McDonald, he fires over to first. Nothing going in the first inning for 17 strikes. Good pitching by Manning there. Good play by McDonald. Mustangs sit him down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. All right, bottom of the first inning here. First at bat for the Mustangs is Gavin Gerardo. Gavin will be a junior this next year. Stands in batting right-handed. Gavin's been on a tear of late. And he's going to line this one right up the middle. Doing what Gavin does. Gets on base as a leadoff hitter. So good at that. So that put a runner at first base for Connor Shires. Good speed at first base. Connor will be a junior this next year. Right-handed batter. Steps in there. Gavin a nice lead at first. He's going to turn the bunt, but he pulls back. Ball. Throw back to first, but too late. Gavin's in there with plenty of time. Tall right-handed pitcher for 17 strikes on the mound. Second pitch is going to drop in for a strike. 1-1. Look like maybe a change up there. Some kind of off-speed pitch there. Next pitch is high and outside for ball 2. So 2-1 now. Connor only saw one at bat yesterday, so glad to see him in the lineup today. Hopefully gets lots of bats. And he's going to line this between short and third. Good hit. So Mustangs got a lot of going here in the first inning. Runners on first and second, no outs. That's going to bring up Manning Mitchell. Almost want to call him Manning. All I hit is triples Mitchell. Stands in there with runners at first and second. Scoring opportunity here for Manning. He's going to hit this right back to the shortstop. Play it second. Nope, he's going to go through. And Gavin's going to turn. And in the center fielder, he holds up for a minute here. They got to play. Oh, he cut off. Cuts it off. So a little bit of confusion there at third base with Gavin. The play went to the shortstop. He kind of bobbled it, went underneath his glove, goes to the center fielder. Center fielder comes up to throw, and it looked like Coach Depcott was holding him, but the center fielder then bobbled it, which allowed Gavin to score. So runners now first and second for Maddox McDonald here. First pitch is high for ball 1. I don't have my radar with me right now. My wife's going to bring it here in a minute. If I got it at home, we'll get some speeds here in a little bit, hopefully, or maybe in the second game. Manning's calling some kind of play at first base, maybe a double steal here. Nope. That ball is low for ball 2. So 2-0 now for Maddox. Got runners on first and second. Maddox will be a senior this next year. Stands in from the right side. Takes next pitch for ball 3. So 3-0 now. No outs. Mustangs have already scored once. So we're up 1-0. He's going to hit this, and this is opposite field. This is deep. Pushing the right fielder way back to the fence, and it's all the way to the fence. Runners are on the move now. They have to hold up because there was a play there. There's a play at second base. He's safe, and the runner's going to come home to score. That ball was well struck to the right side. Push that right fielder way back. He goes all the way to the fence. It one hops the fence, hits the fence. The runners had to hold, of course, to make sure there wasn't a play there. That allowed Connor to come in and score. Manning's at third. So Maddox with a stand-up double there. Good hit on a 3-0 pitch. Well hit. So that'll bring up Joaquin Parra here. Joaquin will be a junior next year. Stands in from the right side. Joaquin's had a good weekend. A few hits. Had an RBI single yesterday. He's going to hit this one down third. Just foul. 0-1. Joaquin, of course, bats from the right. Joaquin doing DH duties this weekend. Hold up here a little bit as the ball is in play in left field. Got to get that foul ball out of the way. I have 2 microphones in the bag here, so if you guys are hearing a lot of wind, let me know and I'll switch microphones. Put it on the group me. I'll try the other one and see if it's any better. Kind of an angled approach again today, trying to keep the tablet and the phone cool. Keep it out of the sun. Pitch is up and hot inside. So 2-0, 2-1, 2-1 on the count now. Runners at second and third, no outs. Mustangs doing damage in the first already. That pitch is going to catch the inside corner for strike 2. So 2-2 now. Coach Chipcutt saying, hey, push something to the right side here. He's going to swing at that one. That's a foul ball off to the right side. Big, tall foul ball out of play. Count still stays at 2-2. Beautiful field here at Little Field. Trees in the outfield. Turf field. That pitch is low and inside for ball 3, so it runs the count full. Runners only at second, third, so they'll be holding. They won't be going on this. Less than 2 outs, they wouldn't be going anyway. And that's going to be ball. Oh, he's going to ring him up on that pitch. That obviously was up and out. That was way outside and up. Big strike zone here for this umpire. Going to bring up Connor Loafman. Connor stands in from the right side. Connor will be a senior this next year. And he's going to line this one right up the middle. That'll score 2. Great hit. First pitch. The throw's coming to home here. Close play, and he's safe. Manning slides way across home plate. These turf fields, we've said it before, they're slick, and boy, you can slide really far across them. Good hit there by Connor Loafman. Man, this fastball right down the middle, and he drives it right up the middle. So Connor Loafman will go to first, and that'll bring up Drake Cole. For that, their coach calls time. He wants to talk to his young pitcher a little bit here. Maybe talk to him a little bit about a lot of strikes right down the middle, but Mustangs are hitting today. They're playing it aggressive. Take a little break here. right, Drake Cole stands back in the plate. Drake will be a junior this next year. Stands in from the right side. Loafman with a small lead at first. First pitch comes in for strike one. A little bit of a change up there. Change speeds on Drake there a little bit. Drake looks down at his cheat sheet on his wrist. 0-1 the count. Runner going. And he's going to foul it off. Most likely a hit and run there going. So, good jump by Connor Loafman at first. He had plenty of break on that right there. He was going to make it there with no problem at all. Most likely had a hit and run going, though. Count 0-2 now. 1 out. Next pitch comes in low and outside. Here goes close, throws second. Oh, and shortstop had the ball. Looked like he had the tag in time. The umpire was ready to ring him up, but then he drops the ball. So Connor Loafman's in there, safe at second. So runner at second now for Cole. He's got his opportunity here. 4 runs already scored. And Cole going to drive this one to center field. Connor Loafman has to wait for it to drop, and of course, makes it over to third. Good hit by Cole right there. Drake Cole. Saw pitch up a little bit, drives it right into center field. That'll bring up Cash. Cash has got first and third here. 1 out. That pitch is low and away for ball 1. Good hitting here for the Mustangs early in this game. They're really stroking the ball good. They came ready to play. Next one's going to be grounded to third. He's going to go to second, try to turn 2 here. Get down the line, Cash. And safe at first, so that'll bring the run in. That'll score a run. So force out at second base, but a run comes in to score. That'll make it 5-0. 2 outs now. Jared Behill steps in to bat. Jared will be a junior this next year. First pitch is down the middle for strike 1. Cash gets the sign at first. Nice lead for Cash at first. We might have something going here. And he's gone. Here he goes. Pitches right down the middle for strike 2. Throw is late. Cash is in there. Safe. Good job there, Cash, by advancing to second base with 2 outs, giving us another scoring opportunity. Comes the pitch to Jared. It's got popped up behind home plate. Catcher's got a chance. So is first baseman, and neither of them get to it. Both had a chance there right at the Mustang dugout, but both at the last minute look at each other, and the ball drops right between the two of them. So Jared gets bailed out there. Another chance to hit here. 0-2 now. Runner at second. Jared steps out, calls time, takes a practice swing, steps back in. Comes the pitch. That's going to be high. Ball 1. Catcher did a good job there trying to frame that, just a little too high. So 1-2 is the count. 2 outs, got a runner at second. That pitch looked to be inside to me. Umpire called it a strike though. So that'll sit the Mustangs down, but now before scoring 5 runs, so the Mustangs start out hot. They'll go to the top of the second inning, leading 5-0. There we go, top of the second inning. Manny Mitchell still on the mound for the Mustangs. Big, tall right-hander steps in for 17 strikes. First pitch drops in there for strike one, curveball. Good pitch. Same defense for the Mustangs. Second pitch bounces in there for ball one. Defense is not playing, or outfield's not playing extremely deep right now. Pretty shallow. Cash playing real shallow in right field right now. Manning tries another breaking pitch there. It hangs in there for ball two. 2-1. That pitch looked to me to catch the outside corner. If he's going to call that against us in the bottom half of the inning, he's got to call it against them. But he calls it a ball. 3-1. And good breaking ball there by Manning. Something off speed there. Most likely a changeup. Really fools the big, tall right-hander. So runs the count full, 3-2. And a curveball drops in for strike three. Swinging strike three. Jared Vila slings it around. Good pitching by Manning so far. He really looks comfortable out there right now. Next batter's right-handed hitter. First pitch is low, ball. Next pitch is in there. Looks like the first strike. I don't see him calling it though. Ball pops out of Jarrett's glove. Umpire didn't make any calls, so we'll call that a ball. I think it was a strike, but I think the ball popping out of Jarrett's glove kind of distracted the umpire. So 2-0. And this one's going to be lined to Drake. Drake picks it up on two hops, throws it over to Bryce at first, and that's the first out, second out of the inning. So 2 outs now. Manny Mitchell making quick work. 17 strikes right now. 5 up, 5 down. Next batter for 17 strikes, the left-handed hitter. That's going to go over to Maddox. Moves 2 steps to his left, goes to field the ball, and kind of takes a wicked hop up right on his wrist, goes off his wrist towards second base. So that'll be an error charge to Maddox. But 17 strikes, first runner on at first base. Normally a routine ground ball from Maddox there. First pitch drops in, strike one. Good pitch there by Manning. Something off speed there. It's really keeping him fooled with speeds right now. I know Maddox, he's wanting the next hit right at him so he can make up for that last one. Ooh, snap throw over to first. Almost. Owen won the count. Ooh, and that's going to be lined down the right side, foul ball. So 0-2. Manny doing a real good job staying ahead of the hitters right here. Getting ahead in the count is so important. We're going to take a little time right now as they send on. Jeffy goes out to get that foul ball. Taking every kind of precaution that no accidents happen. He gathers up the ball, jogs back in, and play will resume. Defense playing up the middle right now. Big hole on the right side. Ooh, looked like the runner went at that. Jared's gonna appeal. He's going to ask for appeal. He gets no appeal. I guess he's saying that he didn't go. So they're going to call that a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. He offered at that pitch for sure. I mean, he should have been able to get an appeal there, but umpire out in the field did not. Runner goes here. Strike, swinging strike 3, so it doesn't matter. So 1 error erased by the strikeout, and Mustangs go into the top of the 3rd inning, or bottom of the 2nd inning, excuse me, leading 5-0. All right, go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bryce Cooper steps in for the Mustangs. Bryce will be a senior this next year. Umpire has to call time here and wait for his other umpire to get set. Bryce steps back in, and now the pitcher takes the mound. 4th pitch, Bryce is swinging at it. It's going to the left field. It's got a chance. Just foul. Well struck there by Bryce. Just missed the line by about 5 feet there. So the count's 0-1. Second pitch is a fastball right down the middle, and Bryce fouls it straight back. In between innings, Dusty McDonald came out and talked to the umpire about that appeal. Hey, asking him, hey, if we ask for an appeal, we need some kind of a signal. So 0-2 now, Bryce. Sure. Steps off the mound, gets ready. Now here comes the pitch. It's going to bounce in for ball 1. It's 1-2 the count now. 17 strikes. It's backed up now. That pitch is inside for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Bryce is going to line this one straight to center field. Center fielder makes a diving play on the play, but the ball pops out of his glove. Bryce is safe at first. So good hit by Bryce there. That ball looked like it was going to fall in for a single, and their center fielder made a good play to get a glove on that ball. But nonetheless, it's a hit for Bryce, so he stands at first base. It goes back to the top of the order. Gavin Gordo steps in for his second at bat. Gavin one for one on the day. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Fastball there. Good speed velocity for this pitcher from 17 strikes. Looks to be probably throwing in the mid-70s, upper 70s. Nothing that the Mustangs haven't seen before, and most likely they like this style of pitching, to be honest with you. Second pitch is outside for a strike, or excuse me, a ball. Looked like a strike, but no call there. So 2-0 for Gavin. Mustangs have hit this type of pitching really good. Breaking pitch stays outside for ball 3, so the count runs to 3-0 for Gavin. Sure, he's looking for anything right down the middle. Seems to be green light for Coach Jepcott. He's not No red lights here on 3-0. So he's telling him anything right down the middle, I want you swinging at it. And that's going to be high and inside for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk for Gavin. That's going to put runners at first and second for Connor Shires. Connor had a single in his first at bat. Let's see if we can keep this going. No signal from Coach Jepcott, so swing away. Big hole on the right side for Connor if he wants. He's going to turn the bunt, and he puts down the bunt right back to the pitchers. He's going to 3. Flip slide. Oh, and they get the force out at third base. Just a little too strong in a bunt there to the pitcher. It was a good bunt, got it straight down, but with the AstroTurf surface, it kind of skipped a little bit too fast to the pitcher, and the pitcher was able to make a play at third base. Close play at third, but nonetheless an out. So 1 out, runners on first and second for Manning Mitchell. Manning's going to take a strike on the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 on the count. Runners at first and second, 1 out. That pitch is way outside. Ball 1. Good stop by the catcher there. Really good job sliding his hips and his feet and getting out there in front of that ball. 1-1 the count. Next pitch is high for ball 2. 2-1 now. Manning steps out, looks at Coach Jepcott. He gives him a clap of encouragement, says, "Come on, hit the ball. That's what you do." Here's the next pitch. It's going to be grounded to third base. He can go to the tag the runner. The runner, of course, Gavin being very smart there, stops. So Gavin recognizing that, he's obviously out. All he's got to do is go touch his bag. But the third baseman chose to force the tag, so Gavin stops running there, which allow the base runners to advance to first and second. So 2 on, first and second now for Maddox McDonald. 2 outs. Runners are going, double still. Here's the throw down to third. Get down, and he's in there safe. Good double still by the Mustangs there. Good speed there. Connor and Manning both going. Manning seems to be making that call from first base. He's seeing something that he likes. He's telling Connor, "Hey, I'm going, you're going. Let's do it." So 2 on in scoring position now for Maddox McDonald. Good high fastball by the pitcher there. Maddox swings through it for strike 1. 1-1 now. Maddox in its first at bat already today drove the ball deep into right field. So seeing the ball good. Expect him to do something good here. Fouls that pitch off down third baseline. So they have the count as 0-2. I had it as 1-1. Let's see what the umpire calls here. 0-2. So the first pitch was a strike. Called the first pitch a strike. Pitcher shakes off the catcher. Probably something kind of a breaking pitch here. Ooh, and fools Maddox there. So high fastball gets Maddox for the third out. So no runs come in. Mustangs strand 2. We go to the top of the third. Mustangs still leading 5-0. All right, we go to the top of the third inning. Mustangs winning 5-0. Manning steps on the mound for his third time. First pitch is low for ball one. Manning's only faced one batter over the minimum amount. Second pitch is outside for ball two. A couple of defensive substitutions. Gavin Garotto goes from third to second base. Garrett Boschma comes in at third. That pitch is in for strike one. Fastball on the inside corner. In right field now is Ryland Jepcott. Next pitch is inside for ball three, 3-1. Big stout right-handed hitter here for 17 strikes. Next pitch here to be strike three, but just a little bit on the outside, I guess. So ball four. So that'll put 17 strikes, second runner on base. So guy out at first base and number 16 coming up to bat for 17 strikes. Mustangs once again playing shallow in the outfield. Next pitch is high for ball one. Not a big lead at first. And he takes a little look over there, looks him back, and then that little snap throw in there safe. This pitch is high for ball two. And he needs to find a little bit of control here. He's pitching good, just needs to settle back in there. A little bit of an off-speed pitch, stays inside for ball three. So 3-0 now. Jared's going to call time and go out and talk to his pitcher. Mainly telling him, hey, you're pitching good here, man. And just calm down. You know, get back to those mechanics. Okay. We're okay. We're up 5-0. Let's just throw strikes and let our defense do the work. Gavin and Maddox in the middle right now. Infield, they can turn two pretty easy here. Good snap throw. Ooh, that's a close one. And just safe at first. Well, that was quick. Maybe that's what Jared was talking about. Hey, I'll signal over to first when I see that he's off the base far enough. Here's the pitch. And low and outside for ball four. So that's going to put 2 on for 17 strikes with no outs here in the top of the third inning. Right-handed batter here steps in, number 14 for 17 strike. Coach Jeffcott's going to call time here. He wants to go and talk to his pitcher. Apparently giving him some kind of a signal card. You know what it is? It's a rising bag. So drying his hand off. Apparently they noticed that maybe his hands get a little sweaty. Go out there and give him a rising bag to be able to dry his hand off. Little meeting at the mound here by the infield. Maybe going over pickoff moves. Umpire's going to go out there and break it up now. Tell them, boys, let's get back to playing some ball here. So 2 on, nobody out. First pitch is low for ball one. Next pitch is bounced in for ball two. Manning seems a little uncomfortable out there right now. He's real comfortable in the first 2 innings. Threw a lot of strikes. I'm a little hard time finding the strike zone right now. Just needs to rear back and throw it in there. That's going to go to the second baseman. Chance for 2 here. Goes second. Here it goes to play to first. And Bryce drops the ball at first base. Picks his eye up right at the very end. So that's going to allow a run to come in to score. That was definitely a double play there. Just right at the last minute, he picks his head up a little bit, to look up, and misses that ball. But that was definitely a double play ball right there. So good job by the middle infielders there, turning two. Unfortunate that we didn't complete it. That one run comes in to score for 17 strikes. That'll make 15 or 5-1. One out. Runner at second now. First pitch is in there for what should be called strike one. Wow. Looked good. Looked like it was on the outside corner. Kind of a little bit upside down calling here. We're not getting those calls on our side, and they are. That ball hit something there. Not sure exactly what that hit. Maybe hit the catcher's glove. Mustangs coaches are asking if that's a foul ball off the batter, but umpire said no, that went off his glove. It's 2-0. Pitch is going to be inside for ball three. On that pass ball, the runner advanced to third, so they've got a runner at third now. One out. Man, he tried a quick pitch there. Of course, they stopped him. Just a reset. Here's the pitch right down the middle for strike one. 3-1 now. And that one's going to bounce in. It's going to allow the runner to come in and score from third. So a little bit of a wild inning here for Manning. It's going to make the score 5-2 now. That was ball four, so the runner goes to first. So the runner at first, one out. And that pitch is going to hit. So it's going to put two on now for 17 strikes here. Umpire goes out, hands the ball to Manning. Give him a chance to kind of walk this off. Two on now. First and second base. One out. Need a double play ball here. Strikeout. Pop up. Runners are going to third. Throw down to third. There's the play. I know. Bang, bang play, and he calls him safe. So with the throw down to third, the runner from first advances to second. So now runners at second and third with the one out. 17 strikes. Got something going here. Need something shut down. Good hard hit ball to Garrett. He going to go to first. And go to Bryce. Bryce goes back to third, but that's going to allow. Oh, and that he comes off the bag. Garrett dives and tries to get the tag on him, but the runner just barely slides underneath it, gets his hand back on the bag. That was a hard hit ball to Garrett at third. He had a chance to kind of look at the runner and go home there if he wanted to, but I think maybe up 5-2. He said, "Hey, let's get the out here." So he does the good thing, get a sure out. You definitely have to get an out there no matter what. But he had a chance if he wanted to right there to run at the runner, and take a chance that they were going to get him. Garrett holds the ball there. They try to fake the runner out there and get a trick play there and tag him. So 2 outs now. There's a runner at third. The score's now 5-3 Mustangs. 17 strikes, scored 3 runs in this inning so far. Next pitch is fouled off to the right, so that runs a count 1-1. Wind picking up just a little bit now. That next pitch appears to be a strike. Man, it seems like it's right there. We're just not getting that call. He's calling that a strike to our batters, but it doesn't seem like Manning's getting that call. Pitch is inside for ball 3. 3-1. Defense playing straight up. Next pitch. That was a strike. Coach Coach Mitchell and I have talked about this many a time. The batter takes off for first, which sometimes will force that umpire to call that pitch. And then the next pitch is down for ball 4. So runners on first and third now. Manning really having to struggle or working at this inning right now. He's throwing a lot of pitches. Still up in the game though, 5-3. Just 2 outs. Just needs to focus in here and get this guy at the plate. He's got a good defense behind him. Just needs to let him go to work. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. His mom asks him to bring it home, Manning, right here. Come on. Yells from the stands, and he throws a high inside strike for foul ball, strike 1. So it counts 1-1. Runner was going there. Guys at first and third here. I would imagine probably Jared's just going to be throwing it right back to Manning, maybe try to get something, pick the guy off at third. Snap throw to first. Bryce has to reach back to the other side to get that ball. Applies the tag, it's too late. Big lead at first. It's not going. Pitch is on the outside corner. Jared sits there and frames it. Once again, I've talked about this. He's calling that a strike against our batters, but not against their. Counts 2-1. That's going to be fouled off to the right side, out of play. So that'll draw the count to 2-2. 2-2. 2 outs here. Come on, Manny. What? I imagine we're going to see some kind of a breaking ball here. He's going to do a pick off to third. Runner was going from first. Manning had already made his move to third, and so he was going to throw over there anyway, so that allowed the runner to advance from first to second. So runners at second and third now, 2-2, 2 outs. There's the breaking pitch, but it stays up high for ball 3. He really couldn't good control of that breaking ball earlier on, but it's kind of hanging on him right now. That's full count here. Here's the next pitch. Can be strike right up the middle. That ball's hit up the middle. Gavin gets to it. He has a play at first, but it's going to be late. Only 1 run comes in to score, so Gavin does a good job there of stopping that ball. If that ball gets to the outfield, most likely they score another run, but he gets that ball. He makes a throw to first. Of course, it's a little bit late, but still, nonetheless, good job stopping that ball. He had a chance at first, but, I mean, just a little bit late. But 17 strikes does score on that play, so the score is now 5-4. Runner still first and third. 2 outs. Left-handed batter here for 17 strikes. Runner goes, and that's foul ball. Both teams being very aggressive on the base paths today. Also at the plate. A lot of swinging strikes, a lot of foul balls. A lot of balls being put in play. Runner goes. And that ball's going to be hit to third. That ball goes between short and third. That'll bring in another run, so that ties the score at 5-5 now. Oshma was holding the runner at third right there, so as soon as that ball was hit, he just couldn't get over in time to make the play there. But good hard hit. Don't know if he could have got there anyway. That ties the score 5-5. Runners at first and second. Both runners going double steal. And the ball goes past out Jared onto the outside. That was a wild pitch to the outsides. So runners at second and third now. 2 outs. Counts 1-0. Next pitch is high for ball 2. Next pitch is on the inside corner for strike one. Good fastball there by Manning on the inside corner. There's another off-speed pitch there for strike two. Swinging strike two. That was a good-looking pitch right there. Comes inside with a fastball, change up to the outside. That's tough to hit right there. So 2-2 is the count. Manning and the Mustangs trying to get out of this inning. That's going to be high and inside for ball three, so the count's full. Trying to find a way to get out of this inning. That's going to be low for ball four. That's going to load the bases. Looks like Coach Jeffcott's going to come out. That'll be his second visit to the mound, so most likely that'll be the end of Manning's day. Pitched real good in the first, second inning here. Really was at his fastball. Was placing his fastball good. His curveball was working good. His changeup was fooling hitters. But kind of things fell apart here in the third innings. A little bit wild, so once again, that'll finish his day on the mound. And looks like Connor Loafman's going to come in to pitch. I'll take a quick break here while he warms up. All right, Connor Loafman comes in to pitch for the Mustangs, trying to get out of jam here. Bases loaded with 2 outs. First pitch is inside and low for ball one. Connor comes in from left field, so Garrett Boschman will go out and play left field. Manning Mitchell goes over to third. Second pitch is high and inside for ball two. Connor pitched really, really good on Friday. Really had good control of all of his pitches. Threw really hard. And that's a strike on the inside corner for strike one. Hitter offers at that pitch also, so that's a swinging strike. It's 2-1 is the count now. Next pitch is in the same location for strike two, right on that inside corner. Good location right there. 2-2 here to count. That's going to be fouled off to the right side, out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Connor trying to come in here and shut things down. Bases are loaded. 17 strikes, scored 5 runs in this inning. That one's just off the outside corner for ball 3. Runners are going, and that ball's going to be bounced in for ball 4. So that's going to bring in another run for 17 strikes. That'll make the score 6-5. Things are looking really good for the Mustangs early on in this game. Kind of run into a hurdle here in the top of the third. 6 runs have been scored now. Bases are still loaded, 2 outs. That's first pitch, swinging strike 1. Good pitch there by Connor Loafman. Good velocity on that pitch. Probably pumped in there at, I'd say, middle to upper 70s. Second pitch looks to be on that outside corner. Oh my goodness. Tell you what, this is a little ridiculous to be honest with you. Pitch looked to be a strike. 1-1's count. That pitch is going to be pumped in there really good. 80 miles an hour probably on that pitch. High and inside. Foul ball straight back to the net, so that runs the count to 1-2. 1-2. Bases are loaded. Mustangs got to find some way to get out of this inning here. Tries a curveball, it just hangs in there for inside for ball 2, so 2-2 is the count. Good hard fastball on the inside, swinging strike 3. So Connor Loafman comes in, walks 1, and then strikes 1 out to get out of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 17 strikes winning now, 6-5. All right, we're on to the bottom of the 3rd inning. First up for the Mustangs will be Joaquin Parra. 17 strikes, scored 6 runs in the top of the inning, so making the score 6-5 now. So Mustangs got some work to do here. Got to get the sticks going. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Second pitch is strike one. A delayed call there. Looked to be right down the middle, and it was. Next pitch is low and away for ball 2, 2-1. Ball holds inside. Wow, that was way inside. Some chirping from the Mustang crowd right now. I mean, we were really not getting the calls for us in our favor right now. 2-2. That ball holds outside for ball 3. So full count now to Joaquin. Joaquin's going to sky this to the right field. It's got a chance to stay in play. It's tailing off and goes foul. Foul down the right field line. Count stay at 3-2. Joaquin kind of jogs back. Big, tall, right-handed pitcher here for 17 strikes. I believe they changed pitchers. Joaquin's going to hit this over to second base. Line drive right to the second baseman. He makes the catch. That'll be one out. Going to bring up Connor Loafman. Connor had a good hard hit in his first time up to bat. See if he can keep it going here. First pitch is a strike right down the middle. Oh, did he call that a ball? Did he call that a ball? Must have been inside. Low, maybe. Outside for ball 2. Pitcher's really throwing it in there fast right now. I'd say he's lower 80s right now. Connor's going to swing and hit this ground ball to the second baseman. He scoops it up, throws it over to first for the second out. Good play by the second baseman there. Just stayed down on the ball. Scoops it off the ground, throws it over to first for the second out. That'll bring up Drake Cole. Drake also had a really good hit. His first time up to bat, right up the middle. Let's see if Drake can stay hot here. First pitch is fired in there inside for strike 1. Right on the inside corner. Second pitch, off-speed pitch. Chopper to the shortstop. He bounces underneath his glove, so Drake will be safe at first base. Charges in on the ball. And once again, right at the last second, kind of picks his head up to look at the runner, and ball goes right underneath his glove. Cash McCready will get a chance here to hit. 1 on, 2 outs. Cash can get on. Jared Behill's on deck. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Mainly appears to only be throwing fastballs right now. Second pitch is some kind of an offside speed pitch and stays up for ball 2. It's 2-0 now. Not a real big lead over there at first for Drake. Good arm catcher. His warm-up throws have been really good. Next pitch is high for ball 3. Kid's throwing hard. You can probably hear the pop in the glove. 3-0. Well, that's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. That's going to stay up for ball 4. So that'll put 2 on for Jared Behill here. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Jared sheds his shin guards. Picks up his bat. Pushes his helmet down a little bit tighter and walks up there to the plate. Nice practice swing. Steps in there. Got runners at first and second here. First pitch is high for ball one. Jared can find a way to get on base here. That'll bring up Bryce Cooper. Outfield playing deep in left field, deep at right, shallow at center. That pitch is inside for ball two. He's throwing hard here. Losing his control just a touch. It's 2-0 now. Imagine Jared's going to watch one here. And he does for ball three. Stared for ball three. The catcher's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Good job by the catcher there. Probably recognize he's rushing a little bit. Maybe tell him slow down. Just find that strike zone. We'll play defense behind you. 3-0 here. Imagine Jared's holding here. Red light for Jared. Yeah, he's going to watch strike. So that's 3-1 is the count now. Runners are not being held on, so they can take as much of a lead as they want. And that looks to be ball four inside. So that's going to load the bases for Bryce Cooper. Mustangs got a chance here with 2 outs to do some damage. Let's go. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Oppo. First pitch down the middle for strike one. Really pumped in there. Probably like 82, 83 miles an hour. Bryce is going to foul the next pitch off straight behind. So that's going to draw the count to 0-2. Bases loaded here for Bryce. 0-2 is the count. That's going to be outside for ball one. 1-2 the count. And that's going to be a high fastball for strike three. Bryce swings right through it. So Mustangs threaten there. They leave three on base there. We'll go to the top of the fourth inning. 17 strikes, winning 6-5. All right, we're at the top of the fourth inning. 17 strikes, winning 6-5. Connor Loafman toes the rubber. The first pitch is chopper to third base. Manning charges it in, throws over to Bryce at first, and Bryce has to step across the bag to make the catch, but still makes the catch and steps on the base in time. 1 out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Connor there. Same defense as last inning. Right-handed batter steps in here for 17 strikes. Ball's inside for ball 1. Here comes the pitch. It's high and inside for ball 2. In the warm-up, in between innings, Jared threw the ball down to second. He had to split all of his players standing right around the mound. Thank goodness nobody got hit. Next pitch is soft grounder back to Connor. He goes over to first, tosses it to Bryce for out number 2, and the Mustangs throw it around. Anyway, that ball went right past the mound, split the Mustang infield that was standing there talking, and thank goodness nobody got hit. I don't know if any of you guys saw in Major League game the other night. I think it was Tampa Bay. The catcher threw the ball and it hit the pitcher right in the head, knocked him down and out of the game. So fortunate there that nobody got hit. 2 outs now. Here's the pitch to Manning at third base. He gobbles it up, throws it over to first. Bryce is going to have to dig it in. He does. Digs it off the ground for the out. So quick inning there for Connor Loafman. Real good job there of pitching. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 17 strikes, winning 6-5. The 1, 2, 3 hitters are going to be up for the Mustangs here. Gavin Gerardo, Connor Shires, Manny Mitchell. On the bottom of the 4th inning. 17 strikes, winning 6-5. Going to turn the bunt right down the third base line. That's a good bunt. Pitcher makes a play. It's a quick throw, and he's safe. Good bunt there by Gavin. Right down the third base line. Pitcher had to run a long ways to get that ball. He's got to throw back across his body. Good play by the pitcher there, but not in time. So Gavin's on at first base. Good speed at first. Connor looks down the line, gets the sign here. Let's see if we got something going. First pitch is in there. Oh, no call by the umpire here. Well, I don't know where that one was at. It looked like a strike. It's a ball. 1-0. Connor's going to sky this to center field. Big league pop up here, fly out. Center fielder drifts a couple steps to his left, reaches up, and catches the ball for out number 1. I'm going to bring up Manny Mitchell. Coach Chepcott makes a call there. Third base coaching box. Maybe some type of a hit and run here. Where'd he going? And Manning just gulps this one right over the third baseman's head into left field. Good stroke by Manning there. He stays as hot as can be. So that puts runners at first and second for Maddox. McDonald. Maddox 1 for 2 on the day. Good hit to right field, one off the fence, and then struck out his next at bat. So he's looking to come back here, put something in play here. First pitch is piped in there. Ooh, looked like a strike, but he calls it a ball. Must have been off the outside corner. Once again, we're at an angle here, so we're not right behind the plate. Next one is sky to the right side. Looks like it's going to drift out of play, and it is. So that'll run the count to 1-1. Once again, this pitcher for 17 strikes really piping it in there. Probably low 80s. Next pitch is bounced in, which is going to gets away from the catcher. Is going to allow the runners to advance. So now runners on second and third. So Mustangs threatening here. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Coach Chepcott telling Maddox, now do your job. 1 out. Something into the outfield. Something through the infield. Infield's going to come in. They're looking for a play. Go home. Right back to them. They're coming home. Gavin doesn't have to go here at third if he doesn't want to, so hard hit right back to an infielder he can hold. Counts 2-1. And he's going to stroke this right up the middle. Good hitting there by Maddox. That's going to hit the gap. Center fielder goes over there and makes a throw to second base. They got a chance, but Maddox in there for a stand-up double. 2 come in to score for the Mustangs. That'll make the score 7-6. Good job by Maddox right there. Really sat back on that pitch and drove it oppo. Exactly what you want to do on a pitch like that. Good job by the center fielder going over and cutting that ball off. Otherwise, I think he could have easily maybe circled the bases. That's going to bring up Joaquin Pata, runner at second. Only 1 out. First pitch is high outside for ball 1. Good lead out there by Maddox. Really kind of gaining a little bit of attention from the pitcher. Looks back at him. Maddox is going. Joaquin's going to sky this to left. So Maddox is going to have to get back in time. He's got, left fielder has to make a long catch. Boy, that ball really held up in the air for a long time there. By the time that he caught that, he was only probably maybe 20 feet from where the shortstop was playing. Good play by the second baseman, or the left fielder there to come in to make that play. That ball really kind of tailed away. The wind's blowing from left to right on the screen, so anything to hit the left field in the air is going to tail back over into the middle of the field. Connor Lelfin steps in. Connor's 2 for 2 on the day. First pitch is in there for strike 1 on the inside corner. 2 outs. Max McDonald's standing on second base right now. He was going on that last hit by Joaquin, so let's see if he can get up far enough off that he can swipe third here. Good arm behind the plate, so he's got to get a good jump. Nobody holding him now. Connor's going to fire this ball up. Good foul ball on the right side, and the first one goes over and makes the play. So that'll end the inning for the Mustangs, but they scored two on two good hits. We go to the bottom, actually 3 hits, because Gavin's was a hit with the bunt. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Mustangs now winning 7-6. All right, Connor Lopez toes the rubber here in the top of the 5th inning. He's starting his 3rd inning of work here. Good pitch, change up. First pitch there, strike, swinging strike 1. Connor came in the bottom of the 3rd or top of the 3rd, excuse me, relieve Manning Mitchell. Pitched 2 really good innings and then kind of lost some control. Mustangs were leading 5-0 at the time. Pitch has bounced in there for ball 2-1. Mustangs were winning at the time 5-0. The 17 strikes comes and scores 6 in the 3rd inning to make it 6-5. But the Mustangs in the bottom of the 4th scored 2, and we're at 7-6. So top of the 5th inning, 7-6, good game. That pitch is going to be in there for strike. Ooh, why are we not calling that a strike? Not really. And they're asking, is that low? Is that high? I mean, they're not giving us any indications. That's 3-1. That's a strike on the inside. Good job. Fastball there. So they're running the count full, 3-2. Connor also throwing really hard here. Probably touching low 80s. That one's hammered right up the middle. Fastball right down the middle. Drives it right up the middle. Connor Shires comes up, makes the one hop catch, and then throws it right back into second. So runner at first now for 17 strikes. It's going to bring up their tall right-handed hitter here. They're going to have a pitch runner here for looks to be like the pitcher. So he'll come off, and they'll have a pinch runner come in or courtesy runner come in and run for him. You know what that is? Ryland Jeffcott at center now. Cash McCready goes in it right now. So Ryland Jepcott now playing center field. That's a strike on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Drake Cole comes back in to play second base. So our infield's Bryce at first, Drake at second, Maddox at short, and Manning at third. Snap throw over to first, and it's a wild. Bryce has to reach over the runner, goes all the way, and the runner kind of hesitates whether he's going to go to second or not, and ends up kind of going back to first there. So good hustle play there by Bryce. That ball was thrown way over the to the right field side of the line. He has to dive over the runner sliding underneath his feet, gets to the fence, gets the ball. Nobody even advances here. So fortunate there for the Mustangs that he didn't go to second on that play. 0-1's the count. Good lead at first. He's going. And a high pitch for Jared. Good throw by Jared, though. Boy, I tell you what, that was a good throw by Jared. He was right on the money. And good release there, good quick release. That pitch was just too high and inside. Kind of had to jump to the inside, jump up, catch that ball, and then throw it. I think if that pitch was down the middle, Jared probably gets the runner there. So runner at second now with no outs. Counts 1-1. That pitch is going to airmail the catcher. Goes all the way to the backstop, which allows the runner to go to third. 17 strikes threatening here. So Coach McDonald's going to call time. He wants to go talk to his pitcher here. Didn't like what he saw on that last pitch. Really airmailed that pitch right over the top of Jared at catcher. That's going to bring Jepcott to the bullpen. He's going out there to warm up. Maybe this visit to the mound here is to give a little bit more time to be able to warm up. So, meeting at the mound is over. Dusty McDonald out there kind of talking about a little bit of his front shoulder flying out a little bit too early on that pitch. Maybe staying back in that back hip a little bit longer, not rushing the pitch. Connor has a tendency to do this from time to time. He gets where he starts to rush the pitch just a little bit. And all he's got to do is just settle in there, stay patient, stay in that back hip. So 2-0 the count here. 2-1. The next hit is right to Bryce. He stops it, looks to third, holds the runner, and makes the tag over at first. So good first out there. So good job there, knocking down that ball, keeping it in front of him. Looks up, looks the runner back over to third, and then tags his bag over at first. So one out here. That was a hard hit ball. First pitch is low. It bounces in front of Jared, and the runner's coming home, and he stutters for a little bit, and when he freezes, that allows us to get the second out there. Not sure what the runner was doing there. I mean, he broke home. The ball got away from Jared. Kind of rolls up the first baseline a little bit there. Jared rushes out to get it, and in the process, the runner, instead of advancing and trying to score there, stops midway, and Jared was able to run him back, and good execution there on the rundown. They throws it to Manning, and Manning makes the tag. So good second out there. Boy, a little bit of a gift there for given to them. This is going to be a ground ball to Drake. Drake gobbles it up, drives it to first, and Mustangs are out of the inning. Boy, fortunate to get out of that inning with nobody scoring there. So we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Mustangs still winning 7-6. All right, we're at the bottom of the fifth inning. Garrett Boschman's going to lead us off. Bosch and Cash, and then Jeffy. Let's see if we can get something going here. First pitch is high and inside for ball one. Bosch, the big right-handed hitter for the Mustangs, stands in there and drives one right to the shortstop. Shortstop two-hop gobble, throws it over to first for out number one. Hard hit ball, but right to the shortstop there. Two hops, makes a clean play and throws it to first for the first out. Had to bring up Cash McCready. Cash's first one skies it right up to the first baseman, and that's the second out of the inning. One pitch to Cash. McCravey, sorry, I've been saying McCready, and I had to look that up. It's McCravey. Sorry, Cash. And the McCravey family. I'll remember that next time. Ryan Jepcott steps in from the left-hand side here. I believe this is Ryland's first at bat of the day, so takes first pitch for strike one. Second pitch for strike two, right on the outside corner. So two fastballs, one on the inside corner, one on the outside corner. Third one, big time inside, just barely misses. Ryland counts 1 and 2. 2 outs here. That pitch bounces in. Ball 2, evens the count at 2-2. Mustangs trying to get a runner on base here. Tight game here. Ooh, that one's fouled off to the left side, out of play. Both teams have had 2 big innings. Mustangs scoring 2 in the bottom of the fourth inning has allowed them to go up 7-6. Scored 5 runs in the first inning, 2 in the fourth. I think that should be 3 in the fourth. No, excuse me, 2. That's right. And that's going to be a hit to the second baseman. He fumbles it, goes into right field. So Ryland's on here with 2 outs. That will bring up Bryce Cooper. Yeah, I can do my math, right? That's 5 in the first, 2 in the fourth, so that's 7. 17 strikes, scored 6 in the third, so we're at 7-6. Bryce is 1 for 2 on the game. Had a hit to center in the first time up to bat, and he struck out the second time. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Good speed at first for the Mustangs. Bryce tries to hold up on that, and then they're going to say no, he did not swing. So that ball was low and outside for ball 2, so 2-0 now. Once again, good speed at first base. If Bryce can do something in a gap here, Ryland can come around and score. That ball is going to be high and inside for 3-0. So way ahead here for Bryce. We'll see if he's going to have the green light or red light here. I would imagine the green light if it's right down the middle. Their catcher calls time. He's going to go talk to his pitcher. Their coach is also going to come out and call time here. Take a quick break here while the coach goes and talks to his pitcher on the mound. All right, conference at the mound is over. Coach walks back to his dugout, probably telling his pitcher, hey, calm down, you're pitching good, you're doing a good job. Let's get back in the strike zone. Coach Chepcott tells Bryce, hey, step out. We want to do something here. Maybe going to get Jeffy going at first. 3-0 here. Nobody going. That pitch is outside for ball 4. So that's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Bryce, and that's going to put 2 runners on base for Gavin Gerardo, who's 2 for 2 on the day. 3 for 3, I believe. Last time up to bat, he bunted down third baseline for a single. So let's see if Gavin can stay hot here. He's got a chance to score a run here. First pitch is high and inside, right at his eyes for ball 1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. 7-6 Mustangs. Good tight game here. That's a strike on the inside corner. Nobody arguing that. That's 1-1. Nobody holding runners on base here, so they can get good leads if they want. And Kevin's going to hit this to the shortstop. It's a hard play. It's going to be a quick play. He's got to get down the line. Good hard throw to first. Good play by the shortstop there. He goes deep into the hole there between third and short. Makes the play. Comes up, fires that ball to first base, and gets Gavin just in time. So Mustangs threaten there, but can't get anybody across the plate. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Mustangs winning 7-6. Good game. Top of the 6th inning here. Connor Loafman steps on the mound, pitching in his 3rd inning of work here. First pitch is foul ball. Almost hits the guy on deck. Left-handed hitter here for 17 strikes. And boy, he fouls that ball right at the on-deck circle. Luckily, that did not hit the guy on deck. That could have been ugly. So 0-1 the count. Good curveball by Connor there. Wow, that was a beauty. Boy, that thing probably had 50 miles an hour and about 6 inches of break. Good pitch there. He's up on the count, 0-2. Good hard fastball. Challenges him there. Batter just gets a piece of that, fouls it back. Holds the count at 0-2. He tries another curveball and it holds out there outside for ball 1. So 1-2 the count. 17 strikes team, mixture of kids from Plainview, Lubbock. Good curveball. It's going to go to Bryce at first. Bryce comes over and makes the play. It's going to come up and make the play to Connor. Doesn't get it there in time. Bryce had to go quite a ways there to get to that ball. He gets to the ball. Kind of slips on the turf a little bit, looks like. When he comes up and makes the throw, it's a little bit offline. And I think that guy was going to be safe anyway. So runner at first now. No outs. Tough play there at first. Bryce doesn't get to that ball. It's a single into right field, but he gets to it, but then slips on the turf, and when he comes up make the throw, it just kind of was off line. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Connor's still throwing hard here. He's done a real good job up there so far. Really had a real good weekend of pitching so far. Just going to go to the shortstop. Maddox comes over, goes to second for one, and he's on there. He's on there. Throw was a little bit low to Drake at second, and Drake kind of drops to his knee, catches the ball, and has to reach back with his foot, but reaches back in time to get the out there. Close play there at second, but nonetheless a good out. Good play by Maddox there. He kind of has to go to his right, has to go down to one leg slide, comes up and makes a throw. So one out here, runner at first. Pitch is fouled off to the right side, way out of play. Good job by Connor Loafman here, working ahead in the count. Throwing lots of strikes, a lot of first pitch strikes. Good curveball there, way off speed. Keeps it down there. 0-2. So good, way ahead in the count here. Probably waste a pitch here if he wants to. Something low and outside. He's going to come high and inside. So tried to beat him with the fastball there. A little bit of an overthrow. So 1-2 the count here. Still way ahead. Big, stout right-handed hitter here for 17 strikes. Tries him with a curveball, that slow crowbar, and he pops it up straight to the center field. Jeffy's underneath it. He makes the catch. Comes up, throws it into Maddox. Maddox throws it to Drake. And that's the second out of the inning. Good job here by the Mustangs, getting some outs. Some balls being put in play, but getting outs. Getting late in the game here. It's top of the sixth inning. 7-6, close game. Runner at first. 2 outs. Connor toes the rubber, looks at first a couple of times. Come home with the pitch, and here's the pitch, fouled off straight back. Connor doing a really good job with this fastball, challenging these hitters right now. Really whipping it in there too. A lot of them are late on these pitches. Foul balls to the right side and foul balls straight back. He's doing a real good job. He's mixing in that curveball, which is coming in, at least 20 miles an hour slower. Here's a pickoff attempt to first. No throw, just mainly pushing the runner back. Steps off the rubber and goes that way, so that allows him to fake the throw. Good lead at first now. If he wants to go there again, he can. And the other challenge is right there. Good fastball on the inside part of the corner, goes off the handle of the bat, off back behind the net. So once again, Connor up here, 0-2. Doing a real good job of throwing, getting ahead on the batters here, placing his fastball good. He's got a pitch to waste here. Runner's going, and he tries the curveball. It's kind of a slow curveball. So once again, Jared makes the throw down to second base, but hard pitch to deal with there. That was a curveball that hung on the inside. Jared had to go up and grab it, and then makes a throw down there, but kind of a hard pitch to handle. So a runner at second now with 2 outs. 2 strikes on this guy. He's got a chance to get him here and get out of the inning. Comes in with the curveball. Looks like a good play at third here. Oh, and it gets past the third baseman. They're going to have a play at home. Boschman throws a strike at home. Oh, that's a strike 3. Umpire called strike 3 on it, so it was a strikeout nonetheless. Didn't matter. So didn't care. The throw didn't matter. The throw, Bosch made a good throw. It was going to be out at home no matter what. But that was strike 3. Good pitching there by Connor Loafman. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 7-6 Mustangs. Good game. Mustangs are doing their job so far, and let's see if they can hold on here and pull out a win here. Okay, quick in between innings here. There's only 9 minutes left on the time for the game, so if the Mustangs can somehow get a rally going here and bat for 9 minutes, the game will be over. If not, they'll go to the top of the seventh inning and try to finish this game out. They've got the lead right now at 7-6. Connor Shire steps in for his fourth at bat. First pitch was a strike right down the middle. Second pitch, Connor hits it to the shortstop. Shortstop gobbles it, makes a throw over to first, and it's an inside throw. The first baseman comes off the bag to the baseline, grabs the ball, and tags Connor, and that's safe at first. So good play by the shortstop. That was deep in the hole. He had to make a long throw. Connor's got good speed. First baseman does a good job of coming off the bag there and tagging him. That'll bring up Manning Mitchell. Manning's been hot. That pitch is down for strike or ball one. Manning's 2 for 3 on the day. He's going to swing through that one for strike one. 1-1 the count. 1 out. That one's high. Ooh, that looked high and outside, but he's going to get the call there. Manning kind of turns and looks at the umpire like, hey, I disagree with that, and I agree with Manning on that one. He's going to get a curveball here, going back up the middle. Tough play for the shortstop. He goes to make the play. He was going to have to rush the throw. He knew he was going to have to rush the throw there. Kind of takes his eye off the ball just a little bit. It's off his glove and squirts it into center field. So, man, that'll be a hit. That should be a hit. So, Manning, 3 for 4 on the day. That'll bring up Maddox. Maddox had a good day. He's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch is outside for a ball one. Maddox had a real good hit to right field over the right fielder's head, and then last time went into the gap in right center, scoring the 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. This one's going to be popped way up into right field. Way tall fly balls. Right fielder doesn't even have to move. Doesn't even have to take a step. Just looks straight up and makes the catch. So that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Joaquin Pata here. Manning's at first. No reason to run here. We don't want to give him a quick, easy out here. Joaquin steps in from the right-hand side. He calls for time. Rightfully so. The pitcher was kind of holding the ball there for quite a while. Joaquin steps back in there, kind of does his little hop, skip right back into the box, taps the outside part of the plate with his bat. Comes the pitch. It's low for ball one. Coach Jepcott's throwing out some signals over there. From first, maybe going to stay aggressive here. Manning takes the lead at first. He's going. Runner going. Throw to second. Good throw, but it's late. Manning gets the base. Good job by Manning stealing that base there, getting himself into scoring position. Maybe trying to pick up another insurance run here. So Joaquin's got a chance with the guy at second here. Outfield playing deep in the outsides, the 2 outsides. Joaquin's going to sky this up to the first baseman. Real high fly ball here. The first baseman moves over and makes the catch out of bounds. So one base runner is erased on the base, and we go to the top of the 7th inning. 7-6 Mustangs. They're going to go to the top here, trying to close it out. All right, we're going to play the distance here in this game. Go to the top of the 7th inning. Mustangs leading 7-6. On the scoreboard, it shows the Mustangs as the top team. They're actually the home team in this game. So if we can get 3 outs here without the other team scoring, the game is over. Connor Loafman steps in there for his 4th inning of work now. He's done a really, really good job today, holding them scoreless last 3 innings. First pitch, tries for a curveball, holds in there, up for ball 1. Second pitch is outside for ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Next pitch is lined over right, first baseman's head into right field for a hit. Nice little soft hit there, just right over the first baseman's head. At defense, Gavin Grotto goes in at third base to play third base. Outfield's the same, Boschman left, Jeffy in center, Cash at right. That's going to be bunted. It's up in the air. And it's going to roll out. Foul off the third baseline. That ball held in the air for a little while there. Had a chance for somebody to come in and dive, make a play, but just kind of out of the reach of everybody there. 1-1's count. 0-1, excuse me, 0-1 the count. Not a big lead at first. Ooh, and that pitch is going to be a strike on the outside corner for strike 2. Good job there. 0-2 now. Good job once again by Connor, getting ahead in the count here. Tries to get the inside corner, a little bit low there, so ball 1. 1-2 the now. A runner at first, no outs. Runner goes. Jared's going to make a throw to second. That ball is overthrown, so the runner will get to second. No tag there at all. Runner at second now, no outs. Well, they're saying that there may be interference here by the batter here. Yep, the batter is out. So it's interference on the batter. The batter's out, and the runner has to go back to first. So the batter turned, and when he did so, he interfered with the catcher throwing down to second, and so that's called batter interference. So the runner. He can stay in his box, he just can't turn over the top of the plate. Can't interfere with the catcher's throw. First pitch for the next batter, strike right on the inside corner, swinging strike 1. Connor Loafman doing a really good job right here, challenging these hitters on that inside corner. Throwing hard on that inside corner. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2. Good pitch there. So it goes inside corner, outside corner. 0-2 here. Comes set. And it's slow. Ooh, slow curveball just off the outside corner. Has a good pitch. Good location there. So he goes to the outside corner here. He's got a chance to maybe beat him on the inside corner here. Ooh. He's late on that swing. Fouls it off to the right side. 1-2 the count. 1 out. 7-6 Mustang playing in the top of the 7th inning. Trying to get 3 outs here. Runner goes. Ooh, and that pitch is on the inside corner. Jared throws down, but too big of a jump there. I don't think Connor did anything there to hold the runner at first. So it counts 2-2 there. Looked like it could have been called a strike there, and the Mustang fans asking the ump for a strike call there. Don't get it, so the counts 2-2 here. That pitch is high and inside for ball 3, so count runs full now. Mustangs playing straight up, shallow in the outfield. Connor Shire returns to the center field position, and that pitch is going to be high and inside for ball 4. That's going to put runners at first and second. That's not a terrible thing that happens there, to be honest with you. That brings the force into play now. They can also turn 2 in the middle if they need to. Going to bring up big number 7 for 7-2 strikes. This is the pitcher. A good hit to right field last time up the bat. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Mustangs trying to find a way to get some outs here. 3 outs with automatic scoring, and they win the game here. Connor tries a curveball there. It holds it high, just barely high for ball 2. It's 2-0 now. Gonna pick off, move to second. Runner's back safe. Nothing wrong with that. Trying to keep him true. Don't give him too big of a lead out there. It can work for that score if it is a base hit. Ball's fouled off to the right side. Good pitch there by Connor Loafman. That was low and outside. Good battle here between Connor and this pitcher for the 17 strikes. Both of them have thrown really good since coming in. That one's going to be airmailed over the backstop. That's going to allow both runners to advance. Every once in a while, he kind of throws, and boy, it just kind of sails out of his hand. Jared's going to call time and go talk to Connor here. Now with the runner at third, it's going to be real important that Jared acts as a backstop back there. So they have the opportunity here to walk this guy if they want. They can walk him and load the bases up to get the force out, bring the force out into play here. All right, you touch gloves on the mound. Everybody goes back to their positions, and let's see what we got working here. Potentially possible they're going to walk this guy to put him on, load the bases, and that'll bring in the force out now. Infield's going to play in. Doesn't have to throw a strike here if he doesn't want to. He challenges him, fouls it off to the right side, so that's going to bring the count full. No backing down right here between these two. Good battle going on here between two pitchers. Both of them had good days on the mound, and both of them had good days at the plate too. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for ball 4. So that'll load the bases. I believe we're going to have a visit to the mound here by the coach. We'll see what they've got going. I know Jeff Copp's been warming up in the bullpen. We'll see what they decide to do here. Coach McDonald calls for time. It looks like they are going to bring in Jeff Copp to pitch right here. We'll take a timeout as he warms up. Good job by Connor Loafman. He had a good day out there pitching. Did a lot of good things on the mound. Saw him challenge a lot of people. Looks like Jeff Copp's going to go to the field, and they're going to bring in Gavin Gerardo to pitch. So Gavin will warm up trying to get 2 outs here, find a way to get out of this inning with a win. All right, Gavin Grotto comes here with bases loaded with 1 out in the 7th inning. 7-6, Mustangs leading the game. Trying to find 2 outs here. This second out's this crucial out. Comes in, first pitch, tries to throw a breaking ball, holds up there for ball 1. Want to know the count? Next pitch is fastball inside, ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Trying to find 2 outs here somehow. That's going to be a strike. That's a good curveball right there. Real good curveball. Curveball had 2 feet of break on it. Holy cow, that thing started up high and just really broke. Even the batter's shaking his head like, wow, I don't know what I just saw. So 2 and 1 the count now. Ooh, tries another curveball and just holds up there for ball 3. Real crucial we get this second out here. Somehow, hopefully, with a strikeout, maybe a pop-up. Infield playing in on the corners. Deep in the middle. They're going to try to turn 2 if it goes up the middle. Pitch right to Bryce. He snags it. Bryce gets it as a line drive. Goes to second for the play in second. And it's safe just barely. What a play by Bryce Cooper at first base, though. Holy cow. Jumps, skies as high as he can in the air, and grabs that ball in mid-air. Breaks his glasses in the meantime. Wow. Holy cow. What a play. That is the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now. 17 strikes down to their last out here. 1 out and the game's over. So the infield will back up. They'll go for 1 here. 1 out here. Bases loaded. Somehow we find a way to get an out here. Mustangs win the game. That first ball, good stop by Jared. Bounces about a foot short of the plate here. So good stop by Jared there. 1-0 the count. Infield or outfield playing shallow. They're going to try to come up and make a play here. Next pitch is inside for ball 2, 2-0. Last thing you want to do here is give up a walk. Throw strikes here. Put something in play. Hopefully your defense makes a good play. There's a strike on the outside corner. We're strike 1, 2-1 now. Tough task for Gavin here, coming in, trying to close this thing out. That pitch is low for ball 3, so 3-1 now. Gavin kind of pulls up his sleeve on his right arm, excuse me. Tugs at the cap, eyes the pitch. Here's the windup. Right back to him. He can go to first, and this could be the last out of the inning, and the Mustangs win. Good job by Gavin Gerardo there. Comes in, gets 2 outs. Good play by Bryce at first place. At base over there, snagging that ball for the second out, and the Mustangs come away with a win. What a great win for this program. Wow, 7-6. Good game by both teams there. Wow. Good pitching performances by Manning and Connor Loafman, and then Gavin Gerardo. Good defensive plays out in the field, and just enough hits to score 7 runs. So the Mustangs win this one 7-6. We'll take about a 30-minute break, and we'll come back for game number 2. Good win.